Welcome back to another cesspool of a podcast, Gadies and Gentlemen. We are your hosts, the group of fucktards, I guess. I don't even know what episode this is, nor do I care. I don't think anyone here cares. We're just here to chillax, have a good time, do what I'm gonna do what we all do. Sign up, shut up. Anywho, ladies and gentlemen, it is that moment in time. Unfortunately, I don't have a drink with me just yet, so I cannot participate.
Boo, pussy.
But Dinah ditch. 3, 2, 1, daj Bože.
Daj Bože.
Alright. So, I've actually had this topic in mind, and I kept it away from everyone else, and I think Sweet Boy's going to be upset because he's not here. Because he might actually want to get involved in this topic, which is fucked up moments in children's films.
Oh.
That's what I was thinking.
All right.
Because
one moment.
because let's be fair, there are moments where children's films, oh god, they can traumatize people.
Very true.
Like
I want
and I don't
where fucking Satan in the claymation shit.
and we might as well just like keep it on a dial it back for like our first ones, because I'd rather build up to like the ones that definitely are up there.
I'll go first.
Yep.
So, ever seen I don't know if this is a wise choice to go off of, but there is straight up a scene in it's a what could I count this as a children's film? Even it's really bad. It's a really bad movie. It sucks.
What film is
Leo
it?
the Lion. It's
yes,
so bad.
it counts, even though it's awful. It does count.
The way Leo's mom, Leo's mom dies. This is a children's movie, and it's like it's like nearly as brutal as a fucking Mortal Kombat fatality.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I was gonna say on the more less visceral aspect that this did traumatize children left and right, even if they weren't around to like grow up with it. The Massacre of 1986 for the Transformers film.
Oh yeah, that movie. Yeah, what a way to begin a movie. Everyone you know and love is fucking dead.
And all to
I would have to agree.
basically make a new toy line. Hasbro had zero idea what the hell they were doing. They were just like, hey, you remember these characters you all know and love? Yeah, no, they're dead now.
Oh
my
boy.
god, they're all fucking dead!
Yeah, real.
And it was gruesome too, the way they died. Like fucking
Prowl's death
dragged those deaths out like
hey, sweet boy.
motherfucker.
Hey, sweet boy, we're talking about fucked up moments in children's films, and we're currently going with the more tame aspects, and we're gonna try building up to it. We already mentioned the Massacre of 1986 from Transformers the movie, and I actually have not seen Leo the Lion, nor was I ever aware of it.
It's not. It's so bad. It's so
Was it like a
bad.
rip-off of Madagascar 2?
No, it tries to be its own thing,
Mm.
and even still fails.
Alex
just
the
the Lion
Lion,
King
what the
version?
hell are you doing in my
Vegetarian
car?
Boys, if we want more fucked up moments in children's films, I got one for you.
Okay.
So this is a Disney movie.
Okay.
It was one of Disney's rare attempts at making a PG-13 movie. It was a live-action film by the name of Dragon Slayer.
What?
Now, this movie was pretty fucking good, but holy fuck! This is a fucked up movie. This is a hell of a fucked up movie. Like, let me tell you something about Dragon Slayer. The princess does not get saved Instead, while she's trying to escape the dragon, she falls into a tiny pool and drowns, and then the baby dragons fucking eat her. This is a Disney movie.
You want to know something? Disney almost did the exact same thing for one of the most well-regarded movies they had. And it didn't make the final cut, but the movie specifically was Beauty and the Beast with the original plan for Gaston's death.
Oh yeah, he was supposed to be torn apart by the wolves in the forest.
Yeah, that were shown in the beginning. But they dialed that back. And to be fair, falling into a ravine like that would have sold the deal already. Just because, I don't know, you're falling to your death and knowing that you're going to hit the bottom. See, the thing is the part that I think some people can also forget. I'm pretty sure most of the time when you're falling to your death, you flat out pass out before you hit the bottom. If I remember correctly, you flat out just faint.
Wait, I wanna say this. I wanna say this. Because I'm assuming y'all talk about like brutal like children's movie moments, right?
Yeah, and we're going with the more tame ones and building it up.
Yes.
Okay, this one technically isn't a kids movie. It's from a show.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And by itself, it's not really brutal, but conceptually, it is.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the scene from Ben 10 Ultimate Alien, where Ultimate Echo almost puts Kevin on a t-shirt.
Yeah, that one's just the whole "I lied" line. He was not dicking around.
Like I know on its own it doesn't really seem like that brutal, but conceptually, this man Ben was gonna put his homie on a missing poster.
Yeah, I know. He was gonna put him on a milk carton, dude.
Yeah.
If we're talking about shows now, let's just mention the Japanese version of Sonic X.
Oh,
dude.
Because it got fucked up.
It
I got wild.
Wait,
like
how
four
fucked up we
kids
talking?
Okay, 4 kids flat out censored so much crap about that show, it's not even funny.
It's like there's a lot of lost context too.
They censored flat out death, dude. Like they censored it.
I have a movie.
Movie?
Yeah, Thumbelina.
Oh,
I wouldn't be aware.
I've not seen that in so long.
Okay, so
oh god, I know what scene this is.
Movie, the original Thumbelina that I watched with the little girl with brown hair, or was it blonde hair? One of the two. She gets turned into basically a little tiny itty bitty person, and nearly gets forced married to a frog.
Yeah.
While we're at it, let's just talk about
the
the donkey scene in Pinocchio. While we're at it.
Oh yeah, the Pleasure Island scenes. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Here's the thing. The worst part is the villain who did that got away scot-free.
I think that's what makes it so scary for me.
Yeah, he's still out there. It's scot-free. Like that's the worst part. He's still doing it. In after the movie's events. Like you don't know what happened. Like you don't even know what happened. You know what?
But for all intents and purposes, there are worse things that could be happening to you than being turned into a donkey and sold as a work donkey.
Oh yeah.
There are worse things that could be happening.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think there's an entirely different island where something a little bit worse version of that.
No, don't you dare!
Do not. I will fucking shoot you if you do.
I will drown you.
I will
full blown, and I'm gonna segue into another dark moment. I will full blown old yeller your ass.
No!
Did
you have
Dark.
perfect segue?
Yeah,
Old Yeller is such a fucking amazing fucking movie.
It's a great book too.
It got me to cry so goddamn hard.
I wanna say this. Just like a temporary temporarily going back to like shows and stuff. we
No.
cannot talk about like creepy things from cartoons and shit without mentioning Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Oh,
that
yeah.
All of that
Yeah.
stuff.
The centerpiece of fucked up cartoons. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Return the
Return the
slab
slab
or
or suffer my curse.
What's your offer?
All right, Vector.
You know what? We
Bro,
might as well also go with one that I think is regarded as people not even thinking about it. And it's an entire episode alone. And this isn't like, and
Dark
this
Harvest?
is Amazing World of Gumball right here. And it's
Oh.
not the lost episode. It's an
Oh.
actual episode that was aired, that being
Oh.
The Joy.
Oh, that.
Oh, the
That
violence.
one, I do not know what they were smoking when they made that episode.
I want it.
It, of course you
I'll
do.
want it.
I want it.
want it.
I want
hang
it.
on, let me smoke something real quick. Hang on.
Oh, he's getting high. Let's go.
Yo,
I've been
shut up.
high.
Man's
Okay, I got
getting toked.
another.
You want
I got another. Like,
But to kind of delve more into that episode, like that's
It's fun.
kind of when you know how the fact that show had some cojones to them. Like with the fact that they actually bothered with like almost flat out, you know,
I do want to bring
zombie
this up.
flick. Like,
Yeah.
good lord.
I do want to bring another cartoon show episode up, similar to what you did, Blitz, and that is Dark Harvest from Invader Zim. Holy shit!
Oh,
my
that
I
was
miss Invader Zim so much.
they,
I think that's like the one show
He
that could come
replaced
back.
the dude's
I think that's
kidneys
the-
with a laundry machine.
I think that's
What,
like
you
the
fucking
one
went at it?
cartoon
Come on.
that if it got rebooted, no one would complain.
no,
Oh, yeah.
no one, yeah. You know what? We might as well go with dark in a format of not particularly visceral, but the context behind it all. And that's the entirety of Hellfire from Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, that's fair.
That song is just. It is a really amazing song, like in
It is
Disney's
a
outright situation.
beautiful fucking song, but
Like,
God,
and-
is it haunting?
It's
a
haunting,
great
and
song.
knowing the context, it's really outright disturbing when you actually can also think about historical implications involved as well.
Yeah,
Because really, this is a representation of how people kind of were back then, and
yeah.
I can't really say, was it the Renaissance or was it more like the more straight up medieval ages, like late medieval ages? I don't even know, because they were
think it
like
might have been
full-
Early, I'd say early to late 15th century.
because
So just a little bit before the
15th century, 15th
Renaissance.
century.
Because I think we can all agree, one thing that was extremely prevalent back then was the perversion of Christian faith.
Oh,
So
yeah.
many people did it and used it as a means to get out of horrible actions, which is disgusting alone. And you know how I am. If you're religious, I don't care. You do you. If your faith is Christianity, your faith is Christianity. That's fine. But don't ever, push your ideologies into my face, and don't ever use it as an excuse for obscenity.
Okay,
And
wait.
Hellfire is a perfect representation of that, where Frollo is a man of God, and he is also thinking, am I being sacrilegious here with what I am doing, with what I am willing to do?
I do want to say this real quick because I just remembered this. This isn't really a episode. Well, it kind of is. It's more of a character, and that's the character of Ghost Freak / Is a Scare. Holy shit.
Knowing the stuff that they've done, you know what? Like, if we're talking characters as well, yeah, Ghost Freak alone, with the fact. I think the most fucked up part is he flat out possessed Gwen's body and threatened to cause an inadvertent suicide.
Yeah, like this
Yeah.
this man was beefing with a 10-year-old so badly he was gonna have his cousin commit suicide.
Yeah, no, literally.
Let's not forget that Vilgax was going to straight up cut Ben's arm off.
Dude, I've seen fan art of like the what if of him actually succeeding. I've seen artwork of it.
Wait,
it is haunting and horrifying.
Oh yeah.
Wait, I just remembered something. Because of what Richie said. I'm pretty sure this was like the season 2 finale. Specifically, when the scene where Kevin removed the Omnitrix.
Season 2 finale, everyone dies.
Season 2 finale, everyone fucking dies. The end.
There's a Danny Phantom episode like that.
Oh, that.
Oh yeah, the Dark Danny shit, dude.
Yeah. Let's also remember the fact that Ben 10 basically did that with the fact that, I don't know, Charmcaster stole everyone's souls.
And then there's
Who,
also,
you know what? While we're at it,
she pulled fucking
who the fuck
Shanks
would
and
win?
type shit.
Who would win, Ben 10 or Danny Phantom?
Ben 10.
Oh, Ben, easy.
Ben.
Come on.
I believe, yeah, obviously, Ben would fuck his shit up.
Well, yeah, of course, Ben's fucking
But
killing
back
that.
on the topic at hand, motherfucking, I remember something particularly creepy from my childhood.
Uh-oh.
What's that?
Fucking, I can't remember.
Who burped like
Like,
that?
I can't exactly remember what it was, but it was, when I was a kid, I used to watch Sesame Street, like when I was like super little. And one of the characters on Sesame Street, I can't remember who.
Mr. Nobody or whatever the hell is it? That dude, like the one that was
Yes,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Once he said Sesame Street, I'm just. You want to know something? Looking at them, it's not creepy to me. But then again, I didn't grow up with it.
Then again, you have to put yourself in the mindset of a young.
Oh yeah, no. As a young kid, it would have been really
Especially the way he
eerie to look at.
talked, just like so
Oh, yeah.
really calm.
Yeah, you know what? Going off of more childhood horror, because I don't think anyone here, even like in the actual podcast, has even grown up with this. But we can agree it's understandable why the mindset of some kids would be scared shitless of Mr. Nosy Punk.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, here's the thing. I'm gonna be honest. Like, the one from the actual show Jigsaw, not that creepy, actually. Not that creepy when you look at it as an adult. When you look at it as a kid, I can understand why you would look at it and go, why?
Okay,
But like,
Main
but like,
character being this guy.
he's not even the main character. He
Oh,
was
not
more
really?
No, he was just more of a. It was a segment. That's what it was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was just a part of a segment.
I want to say this real quick because Dragon Ball was.
Chickens are indeed larger than hamsters.
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
What? Chickens are. Okay.
I really wish.
He's just talking about chickens being larger than hamsters, man.
I really hope. I hope a plane hits your house.
Wait, a plane?
You say that 2 days after that.
Alright, bro.
Like,
Should have saved that joke, but okay.
So
we should have saved it for 2 days ago. I'm sorry.
Anyways.
Okay.
Anyways, back on track. Back on topic.
This will be our version of the 9/11 episode.
I said
Arthur,
back on
yeah.
topic.
Wait, I wanna say this because Dragon Ball Z was a childhood show of mine.
Oh yeah.
There is one character that scared me shitless as a kid. Imperfect Cell.
I was gonna say Imperfect Cell. It's the absorption bit.
Yes.
It's
He melted a dude as he drank him.
I know.
You mean the fact that
he's
he's
trying to
bored?
bribe him.
Man turned a dude into a blanket and then sucked up the blanket. Wait a minute.
He sucked the blanket.
You want to try that again?
Or no, wait a minute. I don't know why.
Fucking
Wait, let me listen from
milkshake.
DBZ.
Bro,
Particularly,
Slurpee that motherfucker.
can I list a couple moments from the Boo saga that freaked me out?
Yes.
Go on.
When Bobbity made one guy's head blow up.
Oh yeah.
Uh-oh.
And then there's Super Boo when he like finally shows up. He goes down some guy's throat.
Oh, yeah. No,
and
no.
makes him blow up.
Pause.
Don't you say
Pause.
They pause.
That used to freak me out as a kid.
Hold up. Wait
My
a minute.
brothers, that is
I'm gonna
unsettling.
I'm gonna go off of two.
Come to
pieces of
think of it, what do you
Japanese
think
media.
Majin Buu tastes like?
I always thought
What?
bubblegum because he's pink.
Yeah, bubblegum. He was literally the consistency of bubblegum. If anything,
But I
don't even
imagine
think,
he tastes like strawberry ice cream.
you know what? I actually don't think he would taste like anything at all. I think it would just taste like you're chewing on rubber, like when the flavor of the gum is actually gone.
I feel like he would either taste like strawberry mochi, the little gummy
Mochi.
Oh, mochi? Yeah.
Mochi, yeah.
That's some
Either
delicious
that
stuff.
or shrimp flavored gum.
Shrimp flavored gum.
What?
Shrimp flavored gum.
I have mixed feelings
Shrimp
on that.
flavored gum.
Yeah.
We're
Why
quoting that.
shrimp?
We're quoting that. We're quoting that.
I
We're
like
quoting
shrimp
that.
combined with gum.
What the fuck you on about?
I'm
That
quoting
is
that.
disgusting.
Shrimp.
That is horrifying.
Anyways, I got a movie, but I'll let Mike say the
Yeah,
Japanese thing.
yeah. Okay, so one of them is related to DBZ, and another one's the other piece of absolutely famous.
And they somehow have shrimp bubble gum.
Hold on, I'm trying to quote Cyanide here. But anyway,
gum.
So first bit of DBZ bit, it's not even scary at all. It's just more wild and would actually make people look at that dude and go, "Oh shit!" And it's simply the line, "Tell me, Kakarot, how much do you love your son?"
I'm back. I got 7-Up.
Yeah.
That line alone
Heads up,
basically
he's got
shows
7-Up.
Basically, that line alone displays the fact Broly is not fucking around. And it's especially solidified when he gives Gohan PTSD by literally bursting through a building and then dragging him through the other one.
I wanna. Okay.
Like literally, he just pops out like he got bursted out of a fucking pinata, and then just goes. And the other
bastard.
I wanna say
Happy
this.
birthday. And the other one that I should mention, it's dark in the fact that you cannot do this today. The Kill Bill levels of blood in Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
It was a different time back then, which is why they were they were able to drop an F-bomb in a PG movie.
I mean,
For
God,
example.
still thought of a kids film. So
I mean, hell, let's also remember that Transformers the movie, circling back, literally has the word shit in it.
Shit.
Yeah.
Shit, what are we gonna do now?
Speaking of Transformers, if we're talking about disturbing movie, if we're talking about disturbing movie moments, let's discuss basically almost all of the scenes in Unicron's stomach.
Oh no, the acid vat. Oh no. Oh no. I had nightmares about that as a kid, believe it or not. Very vivid, very terrifying nightmares.
Yeah, that was mortifying right there.
Okay, I also want to say this because this.
Excuse me.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I don't want to discuss one of the. I want to discuss one of the. Can you...
What? What happened?
Okay.
In the middle of a sentence.
Calm
Okay,
down.
now you burped.
On the court. Okay.
I'd like a meat burrito, so I can beef the bed.
I really hope a fast moving truck hits you.
Bed, beef, and beyond.
Same.
Anyway,
got
Same.
beef,
Dig is fucking-
Yeah, right.
beef
She
and
left
beyond.
a beefy 5-layer
okay,
burrito in my bed. She
Oh,
just
my
beefed the
bed.
shit. Just left that right in my sheet.
Okay,
guys,
wait,
we gotta stop.
so-
Amber Heard's calling me. What the
so-
fuck?
So, okay.
What's she gonna do? Sue us? What's she gonna do? Beef in your bed?
I ate a bad burrito and
He's
all
gonna
that
do
was
to
left
all
was
of ours.
beef.
What do you
we got
mean?
beef and beyond.
Okay, let's chill. Let's
Wait.
chill. Let's shut this thing
Alright,
off. Let's get
I
back
I
on
got my
subject.
thing.
I do have. Okay. This isn't
Sorry, I'm dying of the Rona.
This
Dying.
This
I
isn't
thought it
a
was
scary.
shitbed syndrome.
This isn't a
Shut up.
scary like cartoon episode, but it's just like a really funny one from when I was a kid.
Hmm.
And that's Band Geeks and SpongeBob.
Yeah, that's funny.
Pancakes?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's saying it's funny.
Is
not scary.
mayonnaise an instrument?
No, Patrick, mayonnaise isn't an instrument.
Horseradish isn't an instrument either.
You know
Whoever's
what? Let's
the
go with
white
dark.
man
Let's go with
left
the
your whites
dark in
on.
the fact. Let's go with dark in the fact of the entire subject matter behind it. The fact that SpongeBob included red mist.
Ah,
That one's just dark for its inclusion alone.
Oh, okay.
I wanna say this.
Wait, I've got my thing.
Look, Gary, 2 gold doubloons. Don't drop
Drop
them.
Don't drop him. Bing.
Whoever's
Prison
white-
rape joke that flew over everybody's heads.
Well, Australia banned the episode, so it didn't fly over their head.
I do want to
bring back.
Well, that's
Predicted,
Australia. They're crazy. Nothing
No,
flies over their
Germany's
heads because
crazy.
they're paranoid.
Germany's crazy.
I was crazy once.
No
Look,
doubt.
No.
a rubber
No, no,
Yeah.
no, 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 no,
Crazy.
no! Don't get us stuck in a cycle. Don't get us stuck in a
I
cycle,
will,
man.
you know,
Please.
you know what,
us
you know what,
back
you know
to
what,
the
you know what,
main
hold on,
fucking
no, you know
topic.
what, okay,
To bring us
Sweetboy,
back-
if you continue that, you will end up in the Unicron acid vat
You know what?
yourself.
Just because you said it, can I do my thing now?
Yes.
Okay. Anyways, so it's a Okay, so back to a movie, right?
Yeah.
It has disturbing content in it, but also the disturbing context of like events that happen after the movie. You know,
Mm.
that kind of thing. Like
Yeah.
if you know the context. All dogs go to heaven.
Oh,
Oh,
that entire film is just
no.
wild.
Especially when you
entire
realize
film.
what happened to the actor who played the girl.
That
Dottie,
okay, if we're
Dottie
gonna
was
talk-
murdered by her own father.
Didn't she also voice Ducky in
Yeah.
Before
Ducky
Time?
Yeah,
was her
yeah,
last role.
yeah. Ducky was posthumous.
Her tombstone says, "Our concrete angel." Yep, yep, yep.
Yes,
Yeah,
Judith
no.
Barcy.
The fact that a child's life was taken right there, and the fact that that role was honestly more that makes the movie even more haunting than, let's be fair, than it already is. Because that movie, like, I grew up with that movie as a kid. I grew up with it so much.
It's less
Good-
haunting,
good
more just like
God.
depressing.
And you know what? If we're gonna talk about other movies as a kid, let's go to the underrated classic that everyone, a lot of people here have seen. Some of them because I showed it. I.e., Preed's death.
Can you repeat the first concept?
I
cut
think
out.
my audio took a shit. Did it?
It
Yeah.
Did.
Yeah, it took a shit.
Severely.
Yeah, committed to
Un
Amber
momento,
Heard.
por favor. I am fixing.
All right.
My audio took a shit.
Well,
Yeah, it took a beef.
yeah, it's,
God
Okay.
damn it! he
While-
beat the bed.
I'm back.
while
I'm
we're
back.
waiting- okay,
Wait.
there we go.
Beyond section.
You
But
done
wait,
beef in the
wait,
bed.
hold on. But I don't know if you heard of what I said a moment ago.
Somebody's death.
Preed from Titan AE.
Oh.
Oh,
The reason I say that is because, and I'm also going to segue this into another one in a minute. Preed's death is, I think, the only case where you ever see someone get their neck snapped in an animated kids film and you actually see it. Don't get me wrong, the bastard deserved it, but God, that must have scarred a couple of kids. And you know what? We're 30 minutes in. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. 3 words. William Cecil Clayton.
For a second, I thought you were about to say fucking.
Yes.
What the fuck?
William Cecil Clayton. Like, don't get me wrong, what he was going to do was he was sadistic the moment he literally says, "I'm sorry, have we met?"
Wait,
But good God, that scene alone, this scene alone was the entire reason why I even thought about talking about this topic. Because
he's the guy in Tarzan, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That death is like the thing that might be the scene that turned me into who I am today.
That scene, let me say this. People always go on about oh, it's dark because you could see the shadow in the background and the fact that Disney had the balls to do this, which, by the way, the final product is much different than what they could have done, because when you look at the alternate version of Clayton's death, he was gonna be blown up, actually. He was gonna be blown up on a ship. Like, full-blown, gas tank set on fire, and then an entire thing just goes kaboom. But the way they went is much more visceral, and to me, it's more visceral than anyone else can even think of, for one reason alone that I don't think anyone even bothers to think about when thinking about, the physics of it. From the height he fell, at the rate he was going, and how tough that vine was, his spine would have been turned to dust.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have shattered, it would have been turned to dust. Think about that. And here's the thing, I could even visualize this. Think about it like this. Knowing the physics, it wouldn't just even be that, but if they even bothered to display it, which obviously they wouldn't, it's a kid's film, for Christ's sake, I bet your ass you would have seen his sclera turn red.
What's sclera?
The white
part of your eyes.
Oh.
Simply because, this isn't just a case of, strangulation, because this is obvious instantaneous death.
Yeah.
Obvious instantaneous one. And here's something even wilder, that because I was even thinking about it, and when I first saw it, and I was, I think, 10 at the time when I first remembered it, I could honestly imagine the imagery if it's what Tarzan's POV would have been, where he's looking up and you're just seeing that view. You can't even see Clayton's head, it's still a silhouette, but you could see the most of it just dangling and whatnot. I visualized that.
Imagine him looking up and it's just this corpse.
This hanging cadaver, yes.
Just
yeah, no, and it's here's the thing. This is actually wild. Someone actually fucking drew it.
Oh shit! Do you have it?
Yeah, let me get it. Hold on. Because I found it on DeviantArt. I'll post it in the Mike. Hold on. I just gotta get on my phone real quick. And I gotta go to DeviantArt. But yeah, there's actual artwork of this shit.
Point, actually, Cyanide.
Yeah, finally.
Mark Twain.
Yeah, Mark Twain. Yeah, that one's royal.
I'm gonna take a
the
go.
Mysterious stranger.
I had to get band stuff.
Yeah, see.
Bye.
All right, give me a second while I get the image.
All right.
Yeah.
The whole talk of just life and death and all that from like Lucy, saying and all that. Just
good
really,
pick.
yeah. Also, it's like
Here
one
we
of the
go.
few things I can remember when it comes to that type of stuff. Just like
What a memento! I'm actually looking for it.
this, honestly, like goddamn.
Let's see.
Like,
I'm
bro,
not even
straight up
logged in on my
killed the
phone.
entire
Hold on.
kingdom.
Bear in mind, this is gonna take a minute for me to look for because this is like I think the only piece of artwork that someone ever did of this. And okay, yeah, I found it. And the post title is literally called "I see all you have learned is how to lose." By the way.
Okay.
But here's the thing, like, the fact that someone bothered to draw this was made in 2015 too. Wow, this is actually almost 10 years old artwork.
Jesus.
Yeah, October 3rd, 2015, but yeah, let me put it in the no mic real quick. This is fan art that someone made of it. And good God, it is wild.
This looks like an album
God.
cover.
Full blown fan
This looks
art.
like a manga panel.
Here's the thing. Watch Mojo actually described it best. It looks like something out of a Final Destination film.
Final Destination Disney Edition. Bro, imagine how hard that would go.
Like, literal, like, here's the, you could basically just chalk up a lot of Disney deaths in that. Like, Syndrome is another one.
Yeah.
Getting blended by a jet engine and then it blows up. Like, you know, I don't know. That's wild, but people say that Clayton's death is the darkest Disney moment ever. And I think, and here's the thing, because again, I'm still like, because we all know how wild that one was. It was so wild to the point where it didn't even make #1 on Josh Scorcher's list. It was #8, but #8 went by so fast because he just showed the entire scene. The only thing he said was, "Next," and then went to the next one.
I can't think of anything else, to be honest.
You know,
Yeah.
you know that alone, if that's all you need to say to that shouldn't have been #8. That should have been in the top 3.
And speaking of horrifying things happening in kids' movies, bro, I hope they do that in a fucking Minecraft movie. Just some really horrifying bullshit. Like with the Enderman or some shit, or maybe Herobrine, you know?
You know what? Kids don't care, actually. Like, they've basically said that they don't even care for the way it looks. It's just the fact that, you know, the people who grew up with it, we're all just like, ew.
Yeah.
But, and you know what?
Imagine, if you will, how Herobrine would look, since we know what Steve looks like. Would Herobrine be more cubic, or would he be more human?
I am Steve. Just that fucking bit alone.
Herobrine. It's just Jack Black, but with like light glowing eyes.
Now, excuse me. Okay, there's some other ones that really you could chalk up a lot of Disney fatalities, actually.
Yeah, I mean, we could go back to with Frollo's death too.
To be fair, that one's not as visceral, but
not really.
He flat out deserved it.
No, yes, of course.
He deserved it for, again, Hellfire alone. Here's a detail that someone actually brought up. I forget the YouTuber's name. He brought up how, you know, that shadowy figure that's bringing up, I forget her name, but you know, who's been deemed the gypsy.
Oh, Esmeralda.
They said that shadowy figure could have been a representation of God telling Frollo, here's your chance to let it all go. And what does Frollo do? Tells them to hunt her down. He gave into his obsession, and that's what sealed his fate right there.
Basically.
Yeah.
Like, that obsession is just royal. And let's also remember the fact that he was almost willing to kill you know, I forget his name, main character. Why do I forget his name? Jesus.
Quasimodo.
Thank you. I don't know why I forgot I don't know why I forgot. I just can't think for a second, can I?
Quasimodo sounds like one of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like another name for one of them.
Dude, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles actually some really dark stuff when you think about it.
Yeah.
TMNT can get really dark.
Absolutely.
If anything, from an aesthetic point, while I don't exactly like the exact look of it, the 2012 animation can actually be chalked up as the darkest one, in my opinion.
Easily.
Is it like the
It's still
amount
probably
of
my
ground they've covered?
favorite.
For me, it's Rise, honestly.
Oh wait. Oh, I just remembered.
I just prefer Rise because when I saw TMNT 2012, I looked at it and went, God, to me it just honestly looked ugly, not with the character designs, but just with the CGI used in the animation alone. It was choppy.
It got
was
better
weird.
over time.
Yeah, but it was choppy. It was weird. It just Rise of the TMNT has beautiful animation, and that one it's not as dark, but God, it can actually get really bleak when you look at it.
Yeah.
Like I forget, Blaster, I forget what was one of the. How many dark moments were in Rise of the TMNT? Do you remember? Because we both watched the entire series.
Okay, let me think.
The Krang movie alone is just dark for what
the
it is.
Krang movie just counts as just one really long dark moment. Like, holy shit gets bad.
Yeah, no.
But as far as dark moments in Rise of the TMNT go, there are maybe like 6 across the whole series.
Shredder alone.
But Shredder alone, and like maybe 1 or 2 are Daxam.
Draxum. What about that? What was that one lady's name who basically kidnapped the entirety of humanity and made the planet like a battleground?
Big Mama?
Yeah, what she
Big
did.
Mom?
Yeah. Just that entire bit alone. Like, Lord have mercy.
The worst part is that in her human form, she is stupid fucking hot.
Simp. Sorry.
No. This ain't sipping. This is just an objective fact.
It is not. You're a fucking simp.
Shut up.
This is a fact. Big Mom's human form is pretty fucking sexy.
So my favorite bit in the entire just series is just the whole new toy. Where? Just the face Mikey makes. It's his smile. He looks.
And the fact that he takes over the fucking daycare.
Yeah, but again, it's just that stupid ass smile he has. There is nothing in his brain running, dude, and I love it.
Why does it remind me of that one fucking Shredder meme? Just like, the Shredder, where?
Where? So like, let's throw down and pig out.
Shredder, where?
Where?
The way it perfectly cuts off, like, God, that's some good stuff. And you know what? Let's relate back to Transformers. Again, good God, Transformers Prime is one of the most mature children's shows I've seen.
Yes. Oh my God, why didn't I think of that one?
Yes.
And I love it.
There's legit drugs.
Megatron in that
in
show is a perfect balance of cartoonishly evil and yet absolutely fucking terrifying.
Okay. You know the series is gonna get wild when the first episode literally shows someone getting stabbed in the chest and it's one of the good guys and it establishes people die violently.
Yeah.
You know you're in for a ride when it starts. And the fact that he gets zombified essentially and you just see, good lord. Like, it was like the closest we've ever gotten to a full-blown adaptation of an IDW comic.
Yeah.
And IDW is fucking wild.
IDW is wild. And I love it.
Their Sonic shit is nuts.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
Who'd have thought that the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise would end up dipping its toes in human experimentation?
Probably when they
that with
started
Archie
involving
immediately?
hedgehog experimentation.
I think they did, yeah.
Dude, honestly, the darkest moment with Archie alone, we can agree, it's what happens to Snively.
Are we just not going to talk about like the fact that Dulcie the Dragon had an abusive boyfriend and it was just completely swept under the rug by continuity bullshit?
Yeah.
She brought it up all the time, completely unprompted, and I'm just like, can somebody do something about this, please? Can somebody help my poor girl? Somebody help her! Sonic, you're very clearly listening into this.
You know
Do
what it is.
something.
I'm not gonna quote it
You
fully
arrogant
because
fuck!
I'm not gonna quote it fully because this is the Kevin Hart bit. My back's against the wall. This is not drill. This is the real deal. Help me! Help me! Again, I'm not quoting the full thing.
Help me! Help me! And it's just like Sonic is right there. He's hearing this. He's very obviously hearing this, but he very clearly doesn't give a shit. God damn, Archie Sonic is weird as hell.
Listen, the only voice for Archie Sonic that even works is Jaleel White. That's the only headcanon you could give in my opinion.
Like, he's such a fucking prick.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's kind of why he had the whole, what is it, the fucking, what is that one? His Supersonic being, like, bad guy, where the fuck?
That's Fleetway.
That's Fleetway.
Yeah, that's Fleetway.
That's Fleetway
deal.
Comics. That's a
Different
whole different nation.
That's a whole different can of worms.
Still Sonic. I don't fucking care.
Okay, but it's not Archie, so we can't make that distinguishment.
Archie Sonic is a total fucking asshole.
And yeah, he's the most powerful version because he's literally a case of I just sent you through 15 dimensions. I was being nice to you. Try me again, and you'll go through 1 billion.
Also,
and I was quoted.
This is a dude who could just run fast. What the hell?
Archie Sonic literally cucked Tails. You're forgetting that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm not.
Like, good lord, this is. Let's be fair. You know what? Because I think most of it happened in the 90s. You could tell that a lot of things, like a lot of children's media, you could tell when something was made in the 90s. Because I'm actually going to relate this back to Clayton. You could tell that was the 90s because that came out in 1999. Because the 90s were so wild, they had the balls to do that. And let's be fair, let's be honest, that scene alone and that imagery is metal as fuck. That is metal.
Yeah.
It is it is terrifying, but it is metal as hell. And honestly, I'd actually bother sampling it in Brutal Death. Just imagine sampling a Disney movie in a brutal death metal song.
And actually getting away with it.
That would actually be the wildest thing ever, and I honestly would have the balls to do that.
Snow White or some really classic shit.
Just sampling just sample Ursula getting impaled, and there you go.
Just some really like bland ass shit, just like the fucking hi ho song or just like some random.
You know what?
Moment.
Here's a wild part. What's funny is the voice actor for Clayton in that movie is the dude who did the Tarzan yodel. Yeah, because the actual voice actor couldn't do it, so Brian Blessed went. He basically just went hold my beer, and he got a full-blown contract for it. He got a fucking contract, even though he was already done with his lines as Clayton.
Yeah.
Dude, Brian Blessed is, like, just because of that, like, the man's already cemented himself as a legend because he's also someone who's tried to reach the summit of Mount Everest twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a, you're a badass when you try doing that. I don't care
The fact that they got a dude who was basically the pinnacle of man to play the literally like standard evil Victorian explorer man. I find that funny.
Yeah, and this dude's in his 80s. Like this man's still kicking. Like he doesn't even look like he's in his 80s when you look at photos of him. He really doesn't. So yeah, just thinking about that. And excuse me. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Where am I going? Where are we? Is this heaven?
So to bring this back to horror moments, to really bring it back, what about just claymation in general?
Yeah.
Depends on which studio it is and what they're going for. Because Aardman is far from terrifying.
Yeah, of
Let's
course,
be
of
fair.
course.
Far
But
from
stuff like
terrifying.
the Nightmare Before Halloween,
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah. Then you got fucking
Which is funny
Caroline.
enough.
That's a classic.
Coraline. What's funny is you can count Nightmare Before Christmas as a full-blown Disney film.
Yeah.
Kinda. Since it's owned by Touchstone, Touchstone's owned by Disney.
Yeah, Touchstone's owned by Disney. Which, speaking of Touchstone, there is actually one death that could be considered a top 3 death, because here's the thing. You can count this movie as a Disney movie because A, it's based off of one of their parks, like, rides, and B, they've actively wanted to be considered the people who made it, and that's Mission to Mars. Let me say this. Do you even know who they chose as the director for that film?
Who?
The fucker who made Carrie.
Oh!
And this is a PG film, which in one certain case, and the only reason I know about this is because of Josh Scorcher, there you can visibly see someone get swirled into a vortex, get spun to the point where if you look at it frame by frame, you could see this man's head burst and then get split into pieces. And this is a Disney film, technically.
What film?
Mission to Mars. The fact that they had the absolute balls to do that in a PG film. Like, let me get the scene. Hold on. I'm gonna post something on mic so that you can see what I'm talking about. Because I feel like y'all need some context. Mission to Mars. Vortex. Yeah, there it is. Oh yeah, by the way, also Don Cheadle appeared in that film. And then he immediately gets marked. But yeah, let me look at the mark real quick. But yeah, Twister.
God damn.
Okay, my shit broke again. Hold on.
Wah, 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 wah. Wah, wah.
Hold on. Let me see. Yeah, it's like near the end of it.
From
So
Gut
if you
Slayer
watch that, it's near the end of
Gut
it.
Rape.
I was trying to say Don Cheadle actually appears in this film. And gets immediately murked. I don't know if y'all are watching it, by the way.
It's not playing through Discord.
Yeah,
Like,
but it's at the 59-second mark.
Alright.
Blaster, I don't know if you watched it or if you're looking at it.
I'm looking.
Yeah, this is a PG film that did this.
What mark?
59 seconds.
Oh boy! Oh
Rated,
no!
That
rated
one frame
PG.
looked like.
Oh!
Are we just
Analog
not
horror.
gonna mention that he literally flew to pieces?
Yeah, no, and this is a PG film in 2000.
Jesus.
Yeah.
God damn.
Disney's family-friendly content, everybody. Except now they're
Boy.
actually pushing that. But yeah, no. That is, like, this is full-blown, like... Disney wanted their name associated with this movie?
Back when Disney had balls.
Like, what? And they didn't even label it PG-13. They just went, yeah, no, this is a kid's film.
Yeah, perfect for kids.
I'd let my kids see this.
Yeah,
This
no,
fucking
like...
massive amount of gruesome murder.
Yeah, really. Like, this man just got violated. Full-blown.
Yeah.
Like, that is a violation and a half.
Okay, I'm gonna clock out.
Okay, well, before we do that,
Bye-bye.
I feel like we should do something real quick.
Yeah.
Because, JC, you wanted to do this?
Do
10
what?
bell salute.
Yeah, 10 bell salute for James Earl Jones. Everyone mute. If you talk during this, you will be murdered.
Yeah, you just never disrespect the 10 bell salute. So, I will play.
Sorry, no.
Okay. Here we go. May have not been the greatest topic to use as the podcast episode, especially when we were going to pay tribute to one of the greatest in many generations. But it happened so recently, we had to pay tribute, and really this topic came to mind like literally like the day before. But
Yeah.
but this wasn't planned. So yeah. Rest in peace to the legend James Earl Jones, who I will forever remember him as Darth Vader, Mufasa, and Thulsa Doom in Conan the Barbarian.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what he did.
Okay. But guess we should all say our farewells to the members who like to watch this podcast.
Yes.
The 3 people.
And to the viewers, I leave a strange question. If a tomato was a fruit, does that make ketchup a smoothie?
And here is
No,
an
it's
interesting answer to a question. People always ask which came first, the chicken or the egg. The egg came first because it would have to because it has the necessary nutrients for a chicken to even be made.
But here's the even more real question. What came first? The chicken, the egg, or the eggplant? Until we meet again.
What?
Until we meet again.
Until we meet again.
Until we meet again. Yeah, I'm gonna smoke some more.
And then we just got the. And then we got the funny bit from Naruto, like the funny Naruto joke meme that was like a parody. The fucking mean water isn't wet. I fucking love that
fucking
video.
mean wet isn't water.
Leave. Anyways, gays and gentlemen, that has been this podcast episode.
Lemonman.
Yeah. We will see you all. Have a good one. Dear shares.
Bye-bye.
Oh shit, wrong button.
Good job, dipshit.
Yeah,
You fucking failure.
You
I know, I'm a nugget. I know. Anyways. Deuces
why
to the
mom doesn't fucking love you.
Anyways, so long, farewell, and deuces, gaties and littlemen and chicks with dicks and guys with tits. Bye.